It's the 26th of November. It's time I get my cray pots into the water. Seems like most guys have got their pots out now for the whites run. I think a few guys are starting to catch them now as well. I'm going to give it a crack for about 2 weeks. I'm pretty busy with work and that at the moment, so I probably won't be able to get out and do a lot of cray fishing this season. But I will get a couple of pots out there and try bag myself a couple of Christmas crays over the next couple of weeks. I've got some old snapper frames, some Taylor, I think a bit of Skippy in the bucket there. We'll load up the bait baskets. We'll go find exactly where we want to drop these pots and throw them overboard. The GoPro probably won't show it that well, but it's definitely not premium conditions for the tinny. Bit of a slow, bouncy old ride out here, but we're around the area now. Let's load up these bait baskets and get these pots into the water. It's been a couple of years since I've done this, I believe. It's been a very long time. We're just up on the reef now, slowly drifting towards my mark. It's starting to drop down now. It'll come down to 10 meters, and I want my pot right on that back edge there. Put one pot here and then just shoot down the coast a little bit and drop one more. All right, here we go. In she goes, first pot for the season. We'll come back in a couple of days, see who's home. Hopefully a couple of big juicy crayfish. I forget how heavy these things are. It's only going to be heavier once it's wet too. Alright, I'll load up this other pot and then work out where we want to drop this one. Alright, I've just jammed that one full of snapper frames, snapper head. I could have been a bit more prepared and had my bait all cut up, but it was a bit of a last minute decision last night. Let's get these pots out. There we go, that one's good. That one there's only got the single bait basket. The other one's running the double. Alright, let's go find an edge to drop it on. Pot number 2 going in. Both pots out in the water now. Looks like that one's right on the sand on the back of the reef, so if there's crayfish there, I reckon they'll find my pot over the next couple of days. pots are in. It's a Wednesday. I'm going to come check them Saturday morning, so give it a few days. I don't have time this morning. I've got to shoot off. I've got things to do. It was just about getting the pots in the water, and as I say, I'll probably only do the crayfish thing for a couple of weeks. I'll try film a couple of crayfishing episodes because I know some of you guys like that. Race back in now, and we'll be back out here on Saturday, hopefully with a couple of crayfish. Alright, we're back out here. It's Monday the 1st of December. I did say earlier on I was going to get out here on Saturday. I had my work due and whatnot, so I didn't make it out here. So now it's been a 5-night soak. Probably a little bit longer than what you want at this time of the year. My first pot's just in behind us there. I'll chuck my gloves on. We'll rip that up. We'll zip over to the pot there, and hopefully the first pot of the season has a few crayfish in it. Oh, I want to stop from that side, didn't I? I haven't pulled a pot for about 2 years. Bit out of whack, mate. See, I reckon, yeah, as I'm pulling, you're right over here, and we're laughing. There's my pot just in front of us there. Pretty stoked to be able to get out in the tinny on an afternoon session. Usually it's too windy. Yeah. Might even just kill that, eh? Alright, here we go, first pot of the season. Fingers crossed we at least got a couple in there. Oh yeah, we're loaded, I think. God damn, that's heavy. Look at that.
You go, bro.
First pot of the season. Potentially a double bag in there, bro. Swinging onto the floor, watch your toes. Oh. Holy heckers. We'll start pulling them out, start counting. That's a good start to the season though. Oh, might be one pot and done. 5 days soak. Damn, that's heavy. Alright, I'm stoked with that. I was a little bit worried 5 days was going to be a little bit too long this time of the year. Obviously with the craze on the march and that, so we'll get these out, count them up. If I don't need to pull the other pot, I won't. I'll just leave that. I am stoked on that. I think they all look like good size. He's well over. Always got to rip that middle tail off. I think we're looking pretty good here, Jordan. That one might be a bit smaller. No, he's easy size too. And he's one of the smaller ones in there. I think they're all size, eh? What I'll do, I won't go filming too much of this, but I'll give you the end count. I'm guessing they're all size crays, but it's going to be a bit boring to watch all this. So what we'll do, I'll just measure them up and then I'll give you the count. I'm stoked on that. We'll get a count shortly, but I think I've easily got our 16 in here. No good on the old back. Good way to end the day though, that's for sure. Anyone else home? Oh, they're getting out. There is another one. There's another couple in there. I'll transfer them over to the catch bag just so we can get a count. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I thought it was 16. We're bang on the money there. $16 size crays. I'm gonna go put that pot straight back in that same spot. There you go. And then that one just behind your leg somewhere. We'll just check to see how much of this bait they got through. I've brought out a few tuna heads and that. Oh, they've absolutely smashed it. There's bones left. Snapper is all gone. I sort of brought enough bait out for both of the pots, but I'm just going to chuck it all in here. Clearly we've got our 16 crays, so we don't need to go pull the other one. We'll just leave it. Probably wasn't enough bait there anyway. Beautiful. Let's go race back over to that zone and drop it back in. Happy days. I'm just trying to find the edge of this reef again. Set the pot properly again. Chuck this pot back out. There she goes. That was a successful afternoon. Obviously there's no need to check the other pot. We've got our 16 crays. I'm going to race in. Now it's Monday afternoon. I'll try get out again on Wednesday. But yeah, if you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.